ECW, as good as it gets, 1997. I don't know if this is as good as it gets, but it's pretty much as bloody as it gets. We get one of the most gruesome matches in ECW history, perhaps one of the best matches in ECW history. We got the debuts of two future world champions. We got Spike Dudley getting thrown all over the arena. We got cops getting attacked. We got blood. We got guitars. A few concussions here and there. I mean, it's everything you could expect from an ECW event. So put on your Eagles jersey, grab a cheesesteak. I don't know, man. Hey, it's the Apron Bump Podcast.
It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock this. Let's get started.
What's up, everybody? What the heck is up, everybody? Welcome to the Apron Bump Podcast. I am your host, the hardest part of the ring, Kyle. How's everybody doing today? Pretty gloomy day here. I don't know why I did that accent. That was a weird choice. A pretty gloomy day here in Virginia. But I'll tell you what's not gloomy. Smiling face of yours. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah. Who, me? Yeah, you. Person listening to this. God, you're so beautiful. Anyways, we got ECW on deck today. As good as it gets, 1997. From what I understand, it's the only as good as it gets that there is, because it'd be silly if there were two of them, because then the first one wasn't as good as it gets. You know what I mean? It's a philosophical conundrum we all run into. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Extreme Championship Wrestling. We are in the fall of 1997, getting towards the end here. But we got a lot of stuff happening in the wrestling world right now. We just touched on Ground Zero from WWF. We just touched on Fall Brawl from WCW. Both of those promotions have a lot of shakeups here at the end of the year. Will ECW be the same? Judging by this show, I think it's very likely. Like I mentioned, couple major debuts here. There's a match on this show where it's like two guys debuting, and it's like these guys are going to be main eventing pay-per-views in a few years. So pretty historic show in that sense. Also historic because we get a match that I think Paul Heyman himself has said that is his favorite match in ECW history. Perhaps the most bloody in ECW history. You might have an idea of what I'm talking about, but I'm not even going to mention it. We're just going to get to it in the podcast. I'll let you chew on that for a second. See if you can taste the answer. We got titles on the line, the TV title, the world title, the tag team titles in the main event. We got the new Gangstanators versus the Dudleys, as Perry Saturn and Mustafa have left. We have taken the two halves of those respective teams, slapped them together into the Gangstanators, and we get some fun stuff there in the main event. We also got Shane Douglas defending against Philip LaFawn. Yeah, I bet that's not the name you thought I was gonna say. It's a weird one. TV title. Is it even a match? Taz is I guess defending his title. Maybe not in the record books, but maybe in spirit. That's so weird. The Pitbulls are here. They're heel for some reason. There's a lot of people jumping to WWF, and we're making stories out of it. But there's some good wrestling in there as well. There's Sabu versus Sandman. I mean, this is a top shelf ECW show, for better or worse. And I'm excited to get into it with my guest, Blackhawk Walker. Returning to the show was a hoot having him on for, I believe it was Bash at the Beach 97, and brought him back on to touch another one of the hard promotions that we discuss here on the Apron Bump. Go check out Blackhawk Walker on YouTube, Twitch. Does a lot of great stuff for bodyslam.net. He's delving into the world of Japanese wrestling, not just New Japan, but Pro Wrestling Noah, Marigold, Stardom. So he's getting onto all the Joshi stuff as well as the big male promotions over there in Japan. So if you want to get a little taste of something different, broaden your horizons, which as of October of 2025, I'm thinking it's a good time to start broadening your horizons past some major one or two companies. Does a lot of great work on. He's a super entertaining guy, very knowledgeable guy. As you'll see on this episode, we have a good old time talking some Extreme Championship Wrestling. But go give him a follow on X and all the social medias. All of this info will be in the description below, as will mine at Apron Bump on all the social medias. I'm going to be releasing a lot of YouTube exclusive content here in the next few weeks, so make sure you subscribe there if you're not already. Like, rate, review, all that shit. Oh, and by the way, make sure you stick around to the end of the episode, where the hardest promotion battle of 1997 continues, where we pit WWF against WCW against ECW, the three major U.S. promotions. Which company is doing the best? Which company is doing the worst? As of this point, as of October 1997, or is this September? I don't know. Somewhere in there. I always forget the dates. But we have a whole scoreboard, a whole scoring system. We'll grade this show that we're about to talk about. We'll compare it to other shows. We're going to look at the best, the worst in terms of in-ring, out-of-ring, segments, matches, storylines, characters, all that stuff. And whichever promotion has the most amount of points by the end of 1997 will receive a purchase from yours truly of a championship belt of that respective company. As you can see behind me, we got the old Intercontinental Championship from 1996, because that year, WWF was hardest. Who's going to be hardest in 1997? Well, again, you just got to stay tuned to find out. But until then, let's hop into some Extreme Championship Wrestling, shall we? ECW, as good as it gets, 1997, with myself and Blackhawk Walker. Were you an ECW guy? You feel? I feel like you could be, but I'm not sure. Were you an ECW guy?
ECW's been something that I've never really dived into.
Yeah.
I watch events every now and then, but I've never just like marched my way through ECW. And it's something that I feel like I should do every time I watch something from ECW, and then I just don't have time.
Yeah, you got to be like in a certain mood to watch ECW. There's so much wrestling now. It's like, where can I carve in some just incredible into my wrestling?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Man, but you picked a very ECW show to watch. It's pretty legendary, honestly, for a few reasons. But yeah, man, I appreciate you hopping on. I appreciate you, by the way, fiddling with all the TV shows to watch this event and figuring out how to watch it. It's for whatever reason it's not on Peacock. I think maybe it's because of the blood. Maybe there's too much blood.
I did look into it. It's because they did it as a show. Because they put it out like as a 3-part episode series.
Yeah.
They didn't do it as like, I think on WWE Network it was the exact same way. They didn't put it out as its own separate thing because they already had it on there as part of the weekly show.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, because like they're at this point in ECW, like they're starting to do pay-per-views, but they're not like monthly yet. They're doing like 3 or 4 in 1997. So I feel like it's kind of like a weird transition period. Like when do we put out VHSs or whatever? But
yeah.
But yeah, no, this is a wild one, man. As good as it gets, as they say. I mean, overall thoughts on this program?
Overall, it was entertaining. I'll say that. It was a fun watch. I wouldn't say it was the best wrestling pay-per-view I've ever watched, but it was entertaining all the way through. So
yeah, they did the ECW thing well. I think it was a very ECW show.
Yeah, ECW at a baseline is entertaining, which is very good. And even in today's aspect of wrestling, is just being entertaining as a baseline is very good. So they did that well.
Yeah, I mean, it had little glimpses of good wrestling here, more than a lot of ECW shows in this era. But even that stuff was a little weird. But yeah, we'll get into it. But this opening match is not one of those. We got the FBI team of Little Guido and Tracy Smothers against Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney. Come on now. Come on. They had a name at some point. This is like early days of their team.
What was it? Let me see. I've got the Wikipedia pulled up.
It was like the chair swinging freaks or something. Something along those lines.
Yeah, the chair swinging freaks. Hardcore chair swinging freaks.
It's a bit of a mouthful, I would say. But
well, that's a lot of words for a tag team.
for these guys, for the ripped denim fucking like. I'm curious because I feel like you kind of, and I could be wrong in this. I feel like you more gravitate to like the good work rate stuff. So I'm curious as to what you feel about a team like Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney.
Honestly, like my first point, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
Like at a baseline, like ECW was always, every time I watch it is, there's guys that you'll never see in another company ever again, but they're like good at what they're doing. There's like Balls Mahoney is entertaining, Axel Rotten entertaining, Little Guido entertaining, and Tracy Smothers are entertaining. They're all very entertaining to watch,
right?
But you never see them do anything else like really of note outside of ECW.
Yeah, that was essentially my takeaway from this. It's two really fun acts in a fun little opener. Didn't really need to be anything more than that.
Yeah.
The FBI, of course. I think
FBI.
Somebody on this card, it might have been later, is like, they can't point out Italy on a map. Like some good quips towards them. And then Axel and Balls, I mean, they're just all chairs, no breaks.
I do love that about this like era of ECW. There's a lot of guys that are just all gas, no breaks. And that is one of my favorite aspects of wrestling. So I do enjoy that about ECW, is a lot of those guys are just going out there balls to the wall and just putting everything they got on the line.
What do you think about the FBI's double elbow with a cheek kiss?
Very funny. I guess effective.
The crowd had some pretty unsavory chants to that. Oh man, one of many on the show.
Oh man,
but Balls gets the win for his team with the Nutcracker Suite, which is a pretty sweet looking little, I guess, Michinoku power slam type of deal.
Yeah.
But or does he though? Because whoever I think it was Guido he hit it on, gets his foot on the ropes with the help of Tommy Rich out there with the FBI.
Shout out Tommy Rich. Yeah.
The wildfire Tommy Rich. That bastard. He puts Guido's foot on the ropes. Referee sees it. It's like, oh, never mind. Restart the match. And then immediately Guido rolls up Balls for the win out of nowhere. So FBI gets the win. And nothing too crazy. Just a good opener. It was a quality opener.
Pretty good opener. I thought the best part of this was not the match, but the ending with the ref.
Jeff Jones, I think that's his name.
Yes. Yeah, went into business for himself.
So random. It caught me so off guard. What are you doing?
When you watch it on Peacock, like out of order, it like makes a little, it like feels natural. But I could imagine this being the first match, it would feel really odd to like for that to be happening in the first match. But I enjoyed that a lot. going into business and be like, that's my decision. I'm the best referee. And then they all just beat him up.
He's like, the Balls and Axel are like, what the hell are you doing? You just restart the match. You can't do that. And like you said, he's like, hey, everybody makes mistakes. Even that fat guy in the front row. Like, what? Why? They just went 0 to 100 like in a second. Like, come on now.
Yeah. because you don't see refs like doing anything nowadays, and so for him to just like flip that switch as soon as it like somebody came to him,
Right.
it was hilarious. It was great.
And also, so this is when Todd Gordon left, or it's like very soon after. So there's no on-screen commissioner. So the ref's like, I'm the highest authority. I am the law here. You have to do what I say. But then
I make the rules.
What's his name? John Finnegan, I think, is I'm the senior official, and then he punches that ref, and then the ref, do my favorite part, the ref gets punched in the face. He still has the mic in his hand. He's like, oh, that hurt. Oh, ow. Come on, man. This is a fucking cartoon, but
there was a couple of times in the show that I was watching and they were like cutting mics at some point, which is hilarious because like people would still be talking into the mic and I guess they just didn't know in the back and they had already cut it. And so they're still like halfway through a promo, like on the RVD, side of the ring. Yeah. That happened to RVD. Who else did that happen with?
One of the pit bulls, maybe.
Yes, yeah. That happened to me.
I wouldn't blame them for cutting his mic, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, Balls clocks the ref with the chair. That's what the crowd comes to see. So
yeah,
all's well that ends well. We get a big heel turn from the ref, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he weirdly comes back. You would think that he's done, but nope, he comes back with a tape head.
Yeah, I got a job to do.
It's admirable, really.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, Jeff Jones. But man, we got a big, actually two big debuts here. Joey Styles is in the ring. He welcomes everybody to the show. I guess that was the dark match of sorts. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then he introduces the sexiest man alive, Jason, coming out here. You familiar with Jason?
I was not up until this point.
Do you feel like your life is better now that you are familiar with Jason?
Not really.
I missed past me when I didn't know who this asshole was. I think he was a pretty big deal when it was like Eastern Championship Wrestling. So a few years ago,
he definitely doesn't feel like an ECW like hardcore guy.
No, too handsome.
Yeah.
But Joey Styles hates him, I guess.
Yeah.
In a very cartoonish way. He's like kicking his legs like, oh, I gotta interview this guy. Go zoinks.
Jinkies.
But Jason's here to introduce his newest find, a man named Justin Credible. My goodness, not PJ Walker, not the Man of War, Justin Credible.
Yep.
And of course, Joey's like, okay, he's incredible, but what's his name? We get that old gag. But we soon find out that is his name. But we also got a debuting Jerry Lynn going to a fresh-faced, baby-face Jerry Lynn. It's fun. Looking at these names, it's like, man, this was like a pay-per-view main event in a few years.
Yeah.
For the world title.
Like knowing ECW, like a lot of these names you're looking at, like, wow, they were like just a throwaway first match.
Dude, nobody. I felt like nobody gave a shit about this match.
No, you could look into the crowd and like nobody cared. There was like a handful of people standing up in the back, but I think the way the arena was built, they had to stand up because
they were on their feet. They were exhilarated.
They understood what they were seeing.
Dumb Jerry Lynn and his captain, his trunks, his tights, his gear, awful.
Bad.
I mean, all time bad.
That's bad.
Do you remember what they looked like?
They looked like they were made for somebody bigger than him.
Yeah, they were, because he had like the long tights, but then a pair of short trunks over them. Like, what's the point of the short trunks?
Well, to be fair, that was like very common back then as far as gear goes. But the yellow and blue, like, really offset each other, and you really, really see it.
Yeah, and like you said, it was the trunks were so much bigger than they needed to be. So it's very clear that they were two different.
They looked like a diaper.
It might have been, to be fair. You never know. But no, I mean, both these guys, they're working hard out there. Like Justin Credible takes this crazy bump on the barricade I think it was like off the apron or off the second rope, and he just like lands. He does not brace it with his feet at all. He just goes ribs first. A lot of fun. There were some fun moves in here, but it was a pretty cold match. I don't think really anybody cared about. Oh, Aldo Montoya's here in ECW. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Nobody knew who Jerry Lynn was other than Mr. JL, but it's not like he was lighting the world on fire over there. But I don't know. What'd you think of this one?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, as far as like just incredible matches go.
Not a big JC guy.
His recent endeavors have kind of put me off of him.
Yeah, I ordered his book.
Oh,
I was one of them. It's on the way.
Yeah.
Got lost in the mail. COVID.
Yeah, maybe 2026.
Yeah, when he learns how to read.
Yeah. But I do like Jerry Lynn a lot.
Sure.
Jerry Lynn has some like just crazy bangers in Ring of Honor.
I'll never forgive him for beating Nigel McGuinness. I'll never forget. It should have been Tyler Black. God, it's fuck Jerry Lynn forever after that, but whatever.
Jerry Lynn's one of those guys that you just like never think about, and you watch a match and you're like, oh my god, that's Jerry Lynn.
Right.
Like, he's going crazy.
Right. No, he's great, man. I mean, I want to hate him, but he's pretty good at the wrestling. So
yeah.
Even though he does like overshoot a cross body to the outside, but they're like going at it though. They're like hyped up. I mean,
yeah, they're both really into it, which I think is probably better than the crowd being into it and them not being into it.
Sure.
So
yeah.
I would rather have Justin Credible and Justin Lynn or Jerry Lynn be really, really into the match and the crowd be out of it than anything else.
Yeah, I suppose so. Old Justin Credible hits a corkscrew tombstone, which ends up being his finisher, but then he decides, you know what? No, I got a better move. It's maybe the shittiest swinging DDT I've ever seen in my life, and that's what gets the win. Or maybe I'm wrong. Was it a good DDT?
I was not. No. He should have just stuck with the tombstone.
Yeah, I guess he figured that. It was on his knees. It was like trying to put a different spin on the DDT, but he'll figure it out.
For trying at least.
Yeah, a little innovative.
Yeah,
the innovator of DDTs is what they call him.
Yeah,
just incredible. Shout out, former guest of the Apron Bump. Wonder what he's doing now. Yeah. He's yeah.
I have a friend who did a video series on Justin Credible like earlier in the year, and it got picked up by Maven, and then Maven did that video with him. So shout out to Glocky, Pinfalls and Pixels.
Shout
out to him. Yeah.
Waiting on my mask, Justin, but it's all right. It's coming.
Yeah.
But you know what else is coming? A Storm, Lance Storm. He's in this next match against Chris Candido. My note here: solid, forgettable, delightfully clunky. Is my thoughts on this one. What would you think about this little contest?
I thought this was the best match of the night.
Really? That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, I guess, but I don't know.
I really like Chris Candido and I like Lance Storm. Lance Storm should stay away from a microphone. He should never touch one. But I think he was something special in the ring, and he just never got the opportunity to show it properly.
Yeah. Candido is great too, man. I mean, he's
Oh yeah.
He's got the best body I've ever seen, I think. I mean, it's crazy. Like, he was like a body, like that was his gimmick in WWF, and he was like just average looking, and now he found the spot on his ass to stab into. But but I don't even know if you caught this. It was like very like under the radar. He had like a chin lock on Lance, and he was like showing his new tattoo. I guess it was like a triple threat tattoo, and Joey Styles was like, "I'm surprised he got that tattoo." Maybe not, because you could tell he's not scared of needles or something. Or something like that. It's like, all right, damn, Joey.
Yeah, the commentary for these events is unhinged at best.
Oh, Joey Styles, he's the GOAT. I will not have any Joey Styles slander on this program.
I'm not slandering Joey Styles at all. I enjoy it. It's honestly, it's refreshing compared to some of the stuff we get today.
Yeah, I mean, he gets it. He makes a point to tell the story and to call the moves. Feels like this should be standard, but sometimes it isn't.
Throws in a couple jabs, yeah.
He's a funny guy. Big funny guy.
Yeah.
But Chris Candido wins with a blonde bombshell, which is, a crazy. I mean, if the thought of having to take a power bomb off the top rope like that is terrifying.
Yeah, but it looks sick as hell.
So good. But yeah, no, it was a very, it broke up the, chair shots and the blood with just some good wrestling. So it feels like ECW is finding their footing here. With their
ECW always has like a random good wrestling match. Like I feel like on every show, there's just one that's just like, oh, I forgot they're doing like actual wrestling too.
Right. That's what those ropes are for.
Yeah. They're not all of these matches are going to have chair shots.
Not all of them. Most of them, but not all of them.
Majority of them.
Including this next one, I think. We got Bam Bam Bigelow versus Spike Dudley. You sure this wasn't match of the night?
Bam Bam is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Love it.
This match went a little too quick for me.
Well, you want to see a 60-minute match between Bam Bam Bigelow and Spike Dudley? I mean, maybe. Actually, you know what?
Obviously.
Yeah, I do. As I was coming out of my mouth, I was like, you know what? Actually, I think I do.
Obviously.
It was, so this is their third match. They are tied 1 apiece coming into this. Spike upset Bam Bam in their first match. Then Bam Bam was done playing around with him in the second one and just squashed him. But both matches, Spike Dudley got tossed, gorilla pressed into the crowd.
Yep.
And the match gets before the bell even rings. The crowd, the crowd was rabid for this match. Over here. They're all waiting for it. I think they built to it well. But what'd you think about this one?
I thought it was fun. It's definitely fun for sure. Spike Dudley is honestly inspiring to watch because he stands up to one of the biggest wrestlers of all time, in the top 10 biggest wrestlers of all time, and stands 10 toes down to him. And even still gets shots in. Like, you see that on paper and you're just like, oh, Bam Bam's gonna just squash him. But somehow Spike always seems to get something in. And it's always fun to watch to see what he can try to come up with to overwhelm somebody that's so much bigger than him. Right. Yeah, to the extent where they've had 3 matches and they've been able to kind of tell, that story throughout those matches. And like it's Bam Bam's like he's playing with him a little bit in the beginning. He's like, who wants it? Does this side want him? Does this side want him? He even picks him up at one point. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna throw him yet. Well, we're gonna do that later. Then Spike, it's like a drop kick to Bam Bam over the top rope through the table that's out there. It's like, oh shit, Spike's got a chance. Yep. Some chair shots off the top rope. But he's doing everything he can. He's trying. He's fighting a mountain. That mountain grabs him, tosses him into the crowd. And I think they wanted a little bit more crowd surfing. But the crowd tries. They catch Spike. They surf him a little bit, but then they put him down. He gets back in the ring. Bam Bam, top rope splash for the win. So Bam Bam squashes Spike once again, but the crowd wants one more. Bam Bam gives it to him, tosses him to the other side. It's just this is everything it needed to be. Yeah. Toss right into our living rooms. Spike is, he's got to be one of the best, like, I don't know what you call it, underdog. Underdog, yeah. One of the most fun guys to watch get beat up, I would say. It's also very interesting that, like, Spike Dudley's a very well-known name in American wrestling, and he is, like, I think, what is he, a financial advisor now? Yeah, he's something. He's done something at his desk. Yeah. He's got like a desk job now. It's like I've watched Spike Dudley now. You slap somebody in the face with a steel chair and push him through a table, and now he's just like doing taxes.
Did he show up at that TNA match with the Dudleys and the Hardys? I think he might have popped in like during their entrance, or it was somewhere. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe
he might have popped up somewhere recently, but
I don't think he's taking any bumps nowadays.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much done. Because I mean, the bumps that we expect him to take, you can't just be out of wrestling for that long and just do it.
Yeah,
we expect Spike Dudley to take something that's death defying.
Dude, yeah, he's far exceeded his bump card, I would say, but
yeah,
God bless him. Love me a Spike Dudley. Shout out Bam Bam too. He's the man. He's the man.
Yeah, he works as a financial transition specialist.
Man, I mean, probably get a lot less concussions doing that, I would guess.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, probably.
But I don't know.
Probably safe in the head up there.
I would say so. But somebody that's not safe in the head is the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Shane Douglas, defending against somebody. So they've been doing this thing on TV where, because Shane he's been aligned with Rick Rude, and Rude has been lining guys up to like challenge Shane Douglas to like keep Shane sharp. So Rick Rude brought in Al Snow, and they actually had a damn good match on TV. And he brought in like Axel Rotten, which was a less good match, but he brings in, because Rude isn't here. He's at this point, WWF is doing their London pay-per-view one night only. So Rick Rude is over there. He's working for WWF and ECW, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
But it's the whole presentation of this is funny. So I guess the idea, it's Philip LaFon. So it's Shane Douglas defending the ECW title against Philip LaFon of the Can-Am Connection. Is that their name?
I think so.
They had a brief run in ECW. They had some pretty decent matches with RVD and Sabu, Philip LaFon and Doug Furnace. But now we're bringing in Philip LaFon as a singles. I guess his partner is injured at this point.
Yeah, they said something about a car wreck.
Yeah, I guess he injured his shoulder, but he was throwing some.
Yeah, he seemed fine.
I feel like I would have rather seen Doug Furnace in this match personally. But it's fun because they play Rick Rude's music to introduce Philip LaFon, and Philip LaFon, he's like the no nonsense wrestler, and he's just coming out to simply ravishing. Like it's just it's something. But I'm curious. I'm not sure how I feel about this match. What did you think about this one?
I thought it was pretty decent. From what I've seen from Phil LaFon, he's a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah.
Like I've seen some of his All Japan stuff. And he was really good at All Japan. Shane Douglas, I'm a lot less familiar with, but I thought this was fine. I thought the fallout afterwards was more interesting than the match itself, though.
Yeah, it was. What was the fallout? Was it the? What happened? What was the fallout after this?
Somebody came in and he and Doug Furnace got into it.
Oh, I see. When all the run-ins started happening.
Yeah. They had a bunch of run-ins, and there was, they were fighting, and then was it Sabu came in and cleaned up the ring.
Right. But I mean, before that, the match it was fine. It was another kind of cold match. I feel like nobody really cared about Philip LaFon.
Yeah. You don't go to ECW shows for classic wrestling matches.
Yeah, I mean, they're not this style of to your point, like a Southern wrestling match. I mean, Shane Douglas, he's a strong character. He's the best on the mic probably at this point.
His promo before this match was cracking me up because I watched it on Peacock. I don't know if it was uncensored anywhere else where you got it.
Yeah.
But on Peacock, it was heavily censored.
Oh, you should listen to the uncensored one.
I do want to go find that later now that I'm thinking about it. But it was and you She's like, I was like, oh man, he is going in. It's like they don't make heels like this anymore.
I'm trying to see if I took note of it was just like, fuck you, motherfuckers. Like, it wasn't anything like particularly poignant, but it was.
Yeah.
Oh no, he mentioned he was like, Terry Funk's not here because he won the title off of Terry Funk, and when he said Terry Funk's not here, the crowd booed, and then Shane was like, fuck off. If Terry Funk was here, you'd be sucking his dick, you two-faced motherfuckers. That's pretty much what he said. That was pretty much the gist.
Yeah, because I knew exactly what he said because he went when he was saying it.
Just in case it wasn't clear. There were some digs at Shawn Michaels, I'm sure. It was I don't know. Some pretty salty language from the Dougler here.
Yeah, it was very anti-WWE.
Yeah, it was but yeah, and he was like, yeah, Rick Rude's working for the WWF right now, but I'd rather be in London than this shithole. Like, things like that. But then Philip LaFawn comes out, and now we have a barn burn. There's a lot of penis-based offense in this match, I noticed. Which ECW, I guess it's leaky. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why does everybody target the balls and sack?
Yeah, I mean, it's outruled for a reason.
There was a I've never seen a drop kick just to the penis, like a standing opponent. He like specifically like. I think Francine low blowed him, and then he was like, "Oh, now's my opportunity," and then he hits it, and it's like smart. That's why he's the champ, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's just why he's got gold around his waist.
And Philip LaFawn, he makes a comeback eventually. It's a pretty nice spinning heel kick. Hits a tiger bomb to Shane Douglas, but I think the ref was just like not paying attention.
Yeah.
He's like looking right at him. He's not counting.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit. Doug Furnace, this is when all like the tomfoolery happens. I think Doug Furnace gets on the apron. He's like, ref, what are you doing? And then Francine gets in there.
Yeah, because it was a very, very long count.
Yeah. It was he's fair.
Yeah.
He's right to be upset.
Yeah.
Francine gets in there, jumps on Phil, but then Phil gives her a tiger bomb, which is pretty sick. I thought Francine might have been the highlight of this match. There's one point where she just slapped Philip LaFawn as he was pinning, like from the outside, just slapped him to get him off. So good. But then we got Chris Candido, faction mate of Shane Douglas, member of the Triple Threat, comes out. Then Doug Furnace gets in there to neutralize him. Then Bam Bam Bigelow comes out. Yep. And we got Furnace and Bigelow going at it. Furnace gives him a DDT. He's like, I think Furnace could have wrestled this match, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
They probably weren't doing proper physicals, I guess. But
an ECW? A physical and ECW?
Hey, I'm gonna need a doctor's note there, pal.
Look, did you see Sandman in the next match?
He's fine. He's doing just fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
The only physical he's done is picking up beer.
Well, to be fair, it was pretty physical the way he was handling that beer.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the spinning toe hold?
Spinning toe hold.
It's the Shane did this towards the end. I don't even know what it's like. It's like he's about to lock in a figure four, but then he just keeps spinning. I don't know what to say. It was Terry Funk's finish, I think. I can do it to you if you want me to.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Just send me the address.
Yeah, that goes.
Yeah. It's what I do if I get in a street fight. Spinning toe hold.
Yeah. We'll never see it coming.
They don't. But kind of a clunky finish here. I think Phil counters that spinning toe hold into a small package, but then Douglas kind of counters into a jackknife pin of sorts and gets the weird win out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't remember the spinning toe hold, because that finish was like odd. Like I didn't know who was pinning who.
Who was on top, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they just called the match. I was like, what? And then they picked up Shane Douglas. I was like, oh, I guess he won.
Oh, well, it's over, I guess.
Yep, I guess Shane Douglas is going out champion.
I really thought LaFawn had him, but I
Yeah.
guess the franchise got the better of them here. But yeah, I mean, as a team, Philip LaFawn, Doug Furness, like to your point, all Japan, their stuff is pretty sick. But singles, I don't know if they had the same juice, but
yeah,
that's just me. But after that, we get it cuts to like a weird pre-tape before the show, like parking lot footage. I assume this was on the TV show.
Yeah, so it was weirdly placed in the first episode, and this match didn't happen till the end of the second episode.
Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, because when I watched, it kind of went from one to the other. So
yeah. So they had the what was it? Bam Bam and Spike Dudley was the first match,
mm-hmm.
and then they cut to the parking lot thing, and then you don't like nothing gets addressed about it for the rest of the show, and then you get to they do Shane Douglas and Phil LaFawn in order with Sabu and Sandman, obviously because Sabu comes out and attacks. I really can't cut that into someone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just like don't mention it at all.
Even in the way I watched it, it still was kind of weird because like they cut it's in the parking lot before the show. Lance Wright, who was like the interviewer for ECW, but I guess he got a job for WWF. I know he popped up for WWF at some point, so I guess the idea is that he's like a WWF guy now, but he's still hanging around. And he's like talking shit to Taz in the parking lot, and Taz walks up to him, and Lance like doesn't sell that he's walking up to him, and I feel like Taz took umbrage to that and gave him a few potatoes. He's like roughs up Lance Wright in the parking lot and then walks away. And then it cuts to the match, I guess, if you want to call it that. The Pit Bulls. They haven't been around in ECW for a while. They just randomly showed back up as heels. They were like big time baby faces before this. Are you familiar with the whole Pitbull #1 breaking his neck and then having the halo around his head? And then Shane Douglas took the halo and like shook him.
I think I've seen that video before.
Yeah, it's one of like it's on like every like top ECW moment, whatever the hell. It was like the ultimate sympathetic, like this guy's legit broken neck, legitimately has a halo screwed into his skull. Shane Douglas takes it, shakes him, and then it's a whole thing. And then Pitbull #2, the bald one, is like, I'm gonna avenge my brother, and then he's like red hot for a little bit. He's like the Goldberg of ECW, just this big bumbling bald idiot, but he's fun to watch because he drops people on their heads. Like, oh, this is sick.
He's breaking necks too.
Hell yeah! Every company needs a big bald dumbass to get the crowd hype. But now they're just weirdly back. Now they're like with Lance Wright because I guess at this point they're in talks with WWF. They don't ever go there, to my knowledge, at least not like for a significant amount of time.
I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't. I was like looking at them, trying to see if I recognize them at all because they like feel familiar, but I couldn't tell you if any of them actually ever wrestled for WWF.
No, yeah, ECW was their main thing. I mean, they were big for a while, but this is kind of the end for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like they're out here, they're wheeling Lance Wright out on a wheelchair, and then Pitbull #1, the one with hair, he's like, he cuts this long-winded promo of like, we've been gone for 3 months and I haven't heard any Pitbull's chants. He says something about getting set up. I don't know really what I think that I looked it up. I was like, what did, Pitbull #1 mean when he said they got, and then there was no answers, nothing on the Wikipedia. I put it into Chat GPT, and Chat GPT said that he was referring to like, I don't know, the whole story with him getting injured and stuff was like humiliation and it made them look bad. So I don't really know what he was referencing. But I don't know. It's just he's talking shit. He's like, "Fuck you guys. You all are fat. Whatever."
Yeah.
Classic stuff.
Classic ECW heel promo. Just take it out on the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Is there anything I missed that he said that was like worth noting?
Not really. It was a lot of nothing. He just blowing air, wasting time.
And let's see here. And then he says he broke his neck, and you people didn't send me any letters. I guess that's worth getting mad at. And then he calls Taz a paper champion, calls him a midget piece of shit, among other things. And he's like, I kicked Taz's ass in 1994. I was like, okay, maybe.
He said that. I was like, okay, buddy, it's 97.
When Taz had hair.
Yeah. When Taz wore like an animal outfit.
The Taz maniac. Yeah, you beat him. Good job. And he's like, yeah, we've been sitting by the pool with Vince McMahon. And it's like, yeah. I looked it up. They had like a shotgun Saturday night match and maybe like a dark match or two, but they never signed full time.
I mean, a ton of people have had shotgun Saturday night matches.
Yeah, you probably have at some point, right?
Yeah, I did. Against Chris Candido.
Oh, Skip? More of a Zip guy. But yeah, and they call out Taz, well, they don't call out Taz. They call him a midget piece of shit, and he's a paper champion. So Taz comes out naturally, goes nose to nose with Pitbull Bald, and gets power bombed immediately. To call this a match, it was listed on Cage Match as a match, but I don't even know if the bell rang.
It doesn't even show up on the Wikipedia as part of the actual card. So I wouldn't call it a match either.
Because Taz, he gets power bombed, but then he just he chokes out Pitbull Bald right away. Pretty much.
It just breaks into chaos after that. There wasn't even really a referee in the ring. It just happened, and they were just like, "Oh, okay." And the whole locker room comes out.
Yeah, I mean, chaos is, that's the way to describe this. Because first of all, Taz, when he lands right in the wheelchair, Taz goes out and fucking Spartan kicks him in the chest, knocks him back. Sensational.
Breaks the wheelchair and then suplexes him through a table.
Does so much. He sets up a table on the outside, suplexes him through it. And then he, at one point, I guess, shoves a fan. And it didn't feel like a big deal, but Joey Styles is like, "Oh, we don't need that kind of publicity."
Yeah.
And then these weird security guards with batons show up. Yeah. I guess they're cops, whatever. And they get in Taz's face. And then what do you do when a cop gets in your face? You throw a Fujiwara armbar on him, naturally. I feel like a taser maybe should have come into play.
Yeah.
It's like, please don't.
If these are real cops, there's a lot they could have done to prevent that.
What were the sticks they were holding? They had like coils on them. Are you familiar?
They look like old school batons, like not like the fold out like metal ones that I think they carry now, but they look like wooden like clubs. That was like what a baton was. It was just like a wooden club, and it looks like it had been used frequently because the guy, I think the shorter guy, his just had like tape on it, and there was like blood on the tape. It's just like this looks like it had beat the hell out of somebody at some point.
Damn.
I was like, they probably got that out of the props in the back.
Yeah, they are in Philly, so who knows?
Yeah,
it's probably used earlier that day, but yeah, it's wild. But yeah, Taz just arm bars this cop, and then nobody can get him off. And like you mentioned, the locker room empties, and it makes Taz look like a psychopath. I guess that's the goal here. It worked, I guess.
It definitely works.
But then Sabu comes out as he's being held back by the locker room. Sabu and Taz, not big fans of each other. So Sabu has his opportunity to slap Taz, and he does, and then Taz breaks away from everybody, and they start going at it. And pretty much leads us into the next match. But just chaos, I guess, is very ECW segment.
Very funny to me when Sabu came out. And basically just the seas parted, and he just walked up to him and just and they just turned around. He wasn't gonna do it again. He just like turned. It was like, I just want one shot. And turned around. It was like, I got a moment. Get out of here.
Well, Taz leaves eventually. It's fun. The way they Taz leaves, whatever, the locker room, they lead him out of there, and it cuts back to Sabu in the ring, who's just beating up some jobbers for no reason. Like, I don't know, I guess that's what he does. That's what he does. But that leads
they're
us
trying to make him look crazy as well. So
it's homicidal and suicidal. That's what they say.
Right.
But I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised. This is the first time these two gentlemen have gone one-on-one here. Sandman versus Sabu. My goodness. I mean, two Mount Rushmore ECW guys. Again, I feel like they had to have crossed paths at some point. They both have been there for forever, but I guess not. Maybe not one-on-one. This was this is a wacky one. I'm curious as to what your thoughts on this one were.
Yeah, also believe it was wacky. It was just kind of two guys beating each other up. It wasn't really a match per se.
They didn't even pretend to wrestle right away.
No,
Here's my chair, here's my cane.
Yeah, I was like, every Sandman match I've ever seen, I don't think he's done more than like 5 actual wrestling moves.
Oh no.
And they've all been like top rope dives out to the side.
Weirdly athletic though. You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, he's weirdly athletic with one of the biggest beer guts I've ever seen on a professional wrestler.
Oh, he's the man.
Like, I feel like every time I see him, he's a different shape. Like,
you
this
never
time,
know what you're gonna
they
get.
talked about him coming back from injury. This was like his first match back, and I was like, "Oh, that man's just been drinking." Like,
I'll tell you what. I've been watching all this chronologically. This is the best shape I've seen him in. Like, you watch him in like 94, he's bigger than this.
Even surfer version.
Look, I haven't delved into those archives. I don't know if I plan to.
Surfer Sandman. back pre-extreme when it was Eastern.
Maybe he did some wrestling then. Maybe he did some drop toe holds back in those days.
I have watched a couple of those things because I have attempted to start watching it before, and I did start in the Eastern days. And he would like wrestle regular matches back then, and they weren't bad. And I feel like he was in pretty decent shape. Because especially back then, a lot of guys just weren't like cut up and like muscular like they are now. They're a little pudgy. Yeah. So he fit in with that little pudgy but definitely athletic, strong crowd.
Right. He works out, but he drinks a lot of beer. He has that kind of body.
Yeah. Nobody's walking around like Pac. Did you see him? His return?
Yeah. I mean, he's always been crazy chiseled.
Like 0.5% body fat.
I believe it. And he's covering it up too with the long tights and the top. How dare you?
Well, he swapped back, thankfully.
Oh, did he?
He went back to trunks. So.
Sold. I'm gonna look that up right after this. But yeah, no, it was there. You got your. This match is exactly what you would picture Sandman versus Sabu. There's planches from Sabu. There's Sandman doing suplexes to tables onto Sabu. Sandman does the RVD leg drop on the barricade, but he leaps like 20 feet to do it. It was crazy. I'll say also classic Sandman entrance, but he is particularly bloody after this one.
Yeah,
He's gushing blood.
Yeah.
I think he hit an artery or something. God damn.
I was watching this. I was like, are all of his entrances like this long? And then I realized he was finishing his cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
You're lucky it was only one cigarette.
Yeah.
I've seen longer. I'll tell you that. It's crazy.
I was like, this man takes forever. And then I looked at where his cigarette was. I was like, oh, he's waiting till this is done.
Hey, Enter Sandman. It's a long song, man. Blame Metallica.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't get Enter Sandman on Peacock.
Dude, I had to find other sources because that's like one of the worst. There is like the New Jack theme on Peacock is fine. There's some dubbed versions that are okay.
I have something to say about that later.
Yeah, no, we will. Yeah. Sandman does this swanton onto a ladder onto Sabu. The way it was oriented, though, the ladder, I don't think he could have made it more painful to both parties if he tried. Like it was like half on Sabu, so everybody got the edges.
Yeah, it was just like didn't look fun.
No, it's, you know what? Maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe it's not supposed to look pretty. Maybe it's supposed to just, you know.
When you're involving that many weapons and like throwing people and jumping into them, it shouldn't look pretty. It should look like it really hurts everybody.
And they accomplished that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You got Kane shot from Sandman to Sabu. We got Bill Alfonso in there who's with Sabu. Cracks Sandman in the head with a chair. Then I forgot what the finish was. I just saw it and it made me laugh. Sandman goes to whack Sabu with the cane, but Sabu with a fireball to the face of Sandman.
What's funny
blinds him.
Sandman still gets the whack with the cane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he should have got that fireball off faster.
Yes, Sabu still got hit with the cane, and then the fireball happened. Delayed reaction there from Sabu.
Hell of a fireball, though. I mean, as far as
then he
fireball
tried
goes,
a second one.
I don't think he tried. I think he accidentally set it off in his pants. That was my interpretation of it, but who knows?
It looked like he was like fumbling around with it, and then he realized it was gonna go and like lean towards him to try to make it look like it was going towards him, and it just didn't have enough reach.
It was a warning shot, you know?
Yeah.
Stay away from me, sir. It's you know, the Sheik, it's the whole lineage. It makes sense.
Yeah.
A fun little, you know, caveat to this, because they don't really have much of a story, these two, other than Sandman kind of cost Sabu the title at the last pay-per-view. And they're just two, you know, ECW, two of the top guys there. So this added a bit of juice to the story. So I don't know if Sandman comes back with like an eye patch. I think they already did that at this point, but I don't know if they run it back. Yeah, I mean, this had everything. Blood, fire, tables.
Classic ECW.
And the way it cuts back to like, because they take Sandman out. Again, the locker room empties. They take Sandman to the back. And then it cuts back to Bill Alfonso holding Sabu in his arm, because Sabu's all bloody from this match. Sabu's clearly, he's been through the ringer. Like, he's beat up, he's bloody. In the background, Sabu sucks dick. Here, come on, guys. I don't know if it was on Peacock or not, but it was.
Yeah, that did not come through on Peacock.
Yeah, it's brutal. These fans are brutal. But that leads us into maybe the most notable part of this show, which is interesting enough. It's a tag team match, technically.
Yeah.
A mixed tag match. We got RVD and Bill Alfonso taking on the team of Tommy Dreamer and Beulah McGillicuddy. Where do we even begin, man? Where do we even begin?
What a thought process this was.
Mixed tag. Like, what's the mix? Like, it's men and not men.
Is Beulah.
Yeah.
That's the mix, which fair. But yeah, I can't. Being in the writer's room for this must have been.
Well, do you know the backstory behind this?
No.
So Bill Alfonso was on the chopping block here. He was about to get fired.
Oh, really?
I think I might have this wrong, but I think it involved, he was kind of like in communication with WCW, like as like not a mole, but there was like some shadiness there. And Paul Heyman found out. He's like, "You're done after this." And I think this was meant to be like his like send off, but the fact that he just committed to it and just went through hell, it was like, all right, I guess you can stay around. So this match saved his job, essentially.
They did also, I looked it up, they did also wrestle 3 more times after this, Beulah and Bill Alfonso.
Man. I mean, there's no way you can match up to what this was. I mean, it's almost not even worth talking about what RVD and Dreamer did.
Yeah, they just like beat each other up for like 6 minutes, and then RVD just said, I don't get paid enough for this.
Which is hilarious. Like, you know what? I don't have time for this silly shit. I'm out of here. Beulah or Fonzie, you got Beulah because they take out Dreamer. RVD, Sabu comes back out. They like do like a double concerto with drop kicks, which look pretty sick. And then the classic like table in the center of the ring, corner to corner leg drop splash combo. So that takes out Dreamer, that takes out Dreamer, and then Rob's like, yeah, I'm out of here. So now it's just Beulah and Fonzie going at it. And the first time I ever saw this match, it was on the DVD called like Top Bloodiest Matches in ECW History. I could be wrong. I think Paul Heyman said this is his favorite match in ECW history. It's so funny.
It is hilarious.
Beulah versus Bill Alfonso. I mean, first of all, I love because Beulah comes out. She's wearing this big shirt. I'm like, why is she have a big shirt on? It's like
a giant t-shirt.
Doesn't feel very aerodynamic for wrestling, but
no, she didn't expect to get in. That's what.
Is that perhaps. Fonzie's like, she's a lady. She's not gonna see this coming. Winds up a right hand. Beulah, baking pan from under her shirt, blocks the punch. I mean, it's just so perfect. The timing was perfect. And then hits Fonzie with this baking pan, and I guess that's what slices him up, allegedly. And ultimately,
he like punches the baking pan, and then she gives him a shot with
it.
Right, like it was a solid shot. I was like, okay, Beulah, all right.
Go off.
I was like, I'm interested now. I'm intrigued. This is probably not going to go the way I think it does.
Dude, I mean, Beulah she fit in. Like she looked like a wrestler out there, more than a lot of guys on this show did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it slices up Bill Alfonso right away, and I mean that's the story of this match. It's just the most blood you might ever see in a match. Is this?
Yeah.
I think the story is that he needed a blood transfusion after this match. Paul Heyman said that he lost a third of his blood, which feels like I don't feel like that much.
That feels like a lot. that feels like a lot for a man that walked out.
There's a lot of blood in the body, but I don't know.
I don't think I realized how much blood it was until it was over and like the ring was like stained,
splattered everywhere.
Like it was like because like Beulah had it on her, and I was like, oh, whatever. She like, she was grabbing at his head like all over the place, like throwing him places. But I didn't really get a good look at Bill until I went back a little bit and looked when we got into the Dudley's match next, and I looked at the ring and I was like, oh my God, what happened? Because on the Peacock version, the Dudleys is on the first episode. It's the end of the first episode.
So that's before this match.
Yes, before, because the Beulah and Tommy match is one of the last matches that they show.
Right.
And so like watching the Dudleys and the Gangstanators, and I'm like, what the hell happened earlier? That like this ring is like destroyed. And I'm like, because I noticed it when New Jack throws his trash can in the ring, and I was like, unless there was just a pound of dirt in that trash can, somebody died. It's like
that's a hell of a tease.
Bled out in this ring. Yeah.
Gotta see who caused all this blood.
I was like, I know I'm out of order, but I don't understand. Like, I guess this is the last match of the night.
I mean, I guess it's the most notable, so I guess it makes sense for it to be the main event. Yeah. But yeah, it's weird. Maybe it's just like a blood. Maybe it's the aesthetic of the mat. It's artistic.
I was like, either they're using like a really old mat, and they haven't washed this one, which sounds very ECW, or somebody got cut up on this mat earlier.
That was old Bill Alfonso. Yeah, because he gets hit with that baking pan that Beulah's whipping him, like you mentioned, all over the ring, into the crowd. There's even a spot where he gets whipped into the barricade. It feels like he goes head first into the ground. Like after.
Oh yeah. He definitely oversold the barricade and went face first into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you see these two names on paper. It shouldn't be a captivating match, but this was perfect.
Yeah.
There's a frying pan at some point, but Beulah goes to hit Bill with it, but Fonzie counters with a low blow. Question mark?
Yeah, question mark.
Sure, I guess.
He's probably bleeding so much you can't see. Just throwing punches.
That's just his natural movement. Yeah.
He's like, there's something up there.
I'll find something.
Yeah.
And Fonzie chokes Beulah with his whistle, which is great. But then Beulah counters that with the DDT. He's like, oh, there's actually some wrestling in this. I didn't expect that. Then I think it's Fonzie comes back at some point. He signals that he's going to go for a moonsault, which didn't see that happening. Can't even see out of his eyes, but Beulah crotches him on the top rope. We got a tree of woe situation, and she puts the chair in front of his face. Running drop kick, classic Tommy Dreamer stuff. But ultimately, Beulah ends up getting the win with a Hurricane Rana, of all things. Yeah, I mean, just by the end of the match, it's just the ring is more blood than blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Just the visual of Beulah with the blood all over her hair and her gear and her skin, doing the Tommy Dreamer. I mean, it's just, this is the most ECW thing you could ask for in the best way possible, I thought.
Yeah, big shout out to Beulah. She really showed out.
You more of a Beulah or a Francine guy?
Probably Beulah.
After this, yeah. Probably.
Yeah. After this, definitely Beulah. I think Francine's better. If I were to see Francine do this, I would have been shocked. But knowing Beulah is married to Tommy Dreamer, it's she's got to have some of that in her at some point.
Tommy Dreamer? Yeah, probably a little bit of that.
Yeah, probably just a smidgen.
Whatever you can mash in there.
Yeah. As much as he can muster.
Francine, though, took some good bumps too earlier. So
shout out. She did take some good
ladies.
bumps. Yeah.
But yeah, just a wild scene. I think it's worth anybody watching if you have not. It's the ECW is it's hard to articulate with words sometimes. It's one of those things where you gotta experience it, the crowd, the reaction.
100% get it. Yeah, I get it.
But fun stuff there. But that brings us to the main event. But before that, we got old Joel Gertner here to prep us for this main event. You big Joel Gertner guy?
No.
Doesn't seem like anybody is.
In the prep, he starts talking about a hot 15-year-old girl, and I was like, all right, brother, come on.
It's the time, It's Philadelphia. The rules are different, I think. Maybe.
I guess. I don't know how things go over there, but wouldn't go well over here.
Okay. Joel Gertner's here. He's got a black neck brace on with a bow tie around it, which is fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen his neck.
I don't know if he has one.
It's every time I see him, he's either got a neck brace on or a giant scarf.
I don't even totally remember what hurt his neck. I don't remember what was the thing.
I just assume it's insurance fraud.
Sounds right. I mean, could be. He wore that for a few years.
Yeah, I was I've seen him sparingly throughout the years, and he's always either in a neck brace or with a giant scarf.
Right.
And I'm either this guy just constantly breaks his neck, or he is definitely faking an injury.
Or maybe he has a Nazi tattoo on his neck or something.
Cover it up. It's he's either covering something up or he's scamming Progressive.
Right. But he's also got a Cowboys jersey on. I don't know. I guess the Cowboys beat the Eagles recently. Maybe I'm guessing.
Maybe. I don't remember the 1997 NFL season.
Yeah, because it's like October.
Yeah,
So it's not even like the Super Bowl or playoffs.
Yeah, I was literally 1 year old.
You weren't following.
Couldn't understand football at this point.
But he's running down all the tag teams. The Pit Bulls were out here earlier, but they haven't been around in a while, so I guess they've lost their juice. And I didn't know if that was like a reference to steroids, or like, is that what the Pit Bulls were referencing earlier when they said they've been set up? I don't know. The Eliminator. So at this point in time, the Eliminators, who were a big tag team in ECW, Perry Saturn just left for WCW, and the Gangstas, Mustafa of the Gangstas left ECW as well. So both the top tag teams have lost half of their members. So Joel's like, oh, those tag teams are no more. You got some guys that swing chairs around, but if you knew what they did to each other with those chairs in the back, you wouldn't be happy. What do you think they do with those chairs to each other in the back?
It's got to do something with the hole.
Would you put like the leg?
I guess.
I don't know. Call in if you have any fetishes on steel chairs.
Yes. Please don't call me.
Send all your mail.
You can call him. Don't call me.
Yeah, you're more of a plastic chair kind of guy. I get it.
Yeah,
we all start somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want it to be. I want it to be here forever. I don't want it to be. Broken down by the earth. I want that to last.
Right. Can't argue with that. It's comically drawn out. He's like talking shit on everybody else, and he's like, here's each Dudley that's in the ring. And it's the silence behind the violence, signed Guy Dudley. The one true mastodon of pro wrestling, Big Dick Dudley. And the Holy Terror, Devon Dudley, which is a pretty sick nickname. I don't know why I didn't stick with that.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
And then Dudleyville's most eligible bachelor, Bubba Ray Dudley. And this prompts the Gangstanators to sprint out. John Cronus, New Jack, they've come together as one tag team. And fans love them. Now, you watched this on Peacock. How was the soundtrack to this one?
They played the Gangstanators intro the entire match.
How's that go again?
I don't know. It was just it felt like a generic, like East Coast rap beat. It reminds me, if it's the same one that I think it is, it reminds me of Mercedes Monet's Japan music. The wee 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 wee. I feel like I don't know her music well enough to say it would remind me.
I think she only used it a few times, and it was like a few years
fair,
ago.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a deep cut, but look it up, throw it on. But
that's that was playing the entire time, and I just thought they just never started the match.
Oh no, it's a classic New Jack thing. You got it. Even in the video game, I think that New Jack is in now. Like I think the music plays throughout the match if you use him, which is hilarious.
That's funny. Also, funny note, before we really dive into the match,
please.
When they were introducing T-Von, and they said he was like 315 or something, and he got mad and told him he was 200 pounds. And they were like, he's a cruiserweight.
Joey Styles had a barrel of laughs at that.
That was hilarious. Because like Devon was just like, yeah.
Slim, trim.
Yeah, 200 pounds.
Sure, Devon, sure. He would only get bulkier though, so enjoy it while it lasts, Devon.
Yeah.
But this is like, again, this is another match where it's like it's exactly what you would imagine it is. I mean, the weapons get thrown to the ring. And anything of note in this match? Anything in particular stick out to you?
Honestly, there was just so much going on. It was like nothing that stuck out because it was just, like the music sticks out, but it was just like you're going from one thing over here to here, and you're just like, okay. Like at one point, it was just like they just said Devon was on a table near the entrance, and they were just like, "Okay, that's where he is." And then New Jack just jumps off the entrance, and you're, "Oh, we were just watching." We were just watching Ray Dudley and Cronus.
Right.
Then all of a sudden,
They're both
New Jack's
bleeding.
jumping off the top. Devon's over here too.
Not just jumping. He like running start leaps off like the whatever the hell, the balcony through a table. He's a maniac, this New Jack.
I mean, it's a fun match for sure. But yeah, it was just like wild from the beginning. And Cronus like is busted open within the first 5 seconds of this.
Oh yeah,
this match. No forks involved, just busted open.
Not that I saw. There is a guitar though.
Yeah, great guitar shot
filled with smoke. Is that how guitars like? Do they explode into dust if you hit somebody with it?
No,
okay, just New Jacks. Okay,
yeah, just New Jacks. I don't know where he got fentanyl in there.
I mean, I support it. It was a fantastic visual.
It feels very New Jack.
Yeah, made sense. Cronus hits a 450 onto Devon, so we're getting a little wrestling sprinkled in there, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that gets the win, right? Yeah, Cronus gets the win with the 450 onto Devon. It's very like, it felt like at no point in this match there wasn't like drama, there wasn't like false finishes. It was just like, oh, let's have fun, beat each other up, and then the match is over.
Yeah, it was like destruction, and then he pinned him, and I was like, oh, the match started?
And usually they'll play It's Natural Born Killers playing, and they'll play it like once, and then they'll like get into the match. Like then it's like near falls and whatever, and the heat and whatever. But this one, the song never stopped. I think, I don't know exactly how long this match, it wasn't super long.
According to the Wikipedia page, it was 6 minutes and 16 seconds.
Okay, so I think they barely played the song twice, if anything. And New Jack, Cronus, the Gangstanators, new champions, by the way, is for the tag team titles. So new champs here. Crowd loved. I mean, it was a crowd pleaser of a match.
Oh, so. Yeah. Especially if you're an ECW fan of that day. This is like the golden goose of wrestling matches for you.
The soundtrack too, like it's such a cool atmosphere, and it's almost like just good natured in a way. It's just like it's silly, it's fun. Nothing too, nothing too serious. Yeah. You don't really need to use your brain to enjoy it. We're experience it.
You sit there, keep your eyes open, and watch stuff basically explode under human bodies.
Catch some shrapnel. But in that version with the real music, the show ends like they win, they're celebrating, and the song ends with a gunshot, and it just like that's when the show ends. Like it was just so beautifully timed.
That's cold. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Like they played the song exactly 2 times, and it was like douche Finn. It was like I felt very satisfied. I was like, you know what? That was a damn good ECW show.
One thing that I will mention on the Peacock version that I thought was an incredible edit. When Shane Douglas is out there cutting his promo, he says, at the end, he says, "Hit the music," and then they cut to the ECW intro video, and I was like, "That's old." I was like, "That's great," because I know that was not planned ahead of time. Somebody came in and was like, "This is perfect."
That's not the version I want, but that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
Were there any because they generally don't show like the backstage promos during the show, like the long form shows? Were there any promos that they showed that stuck out to you?
They didn't really show any on Peacock. It was pretty much just match to match to match, and then they would promote buying the full pay-per-view.
Right.
Pretty much all you got outside of they would do like a short recap of what happened already and do a preview for what's to come, plus an advertisement to buy the full thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, they'll usually throw in like a Taz promo where he's the fucking towel while he's like, "Oh yeah, brother, I'm gonna choke you out," or like one of those deals. But yeah, no, I mean, overall, as good as it gets. I mean, if you had to throw a grade at this from 0 to 100, what do you think you would throw it at?
0 to 100.
Grade school style.
72.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. It was
It's passing, not great, but it's good. it's good enough. It's something you can turn on and watch, and your life's not worse for it, but it's not better for it either.
Yeah, like I always grade these shows like on a weighted scale because it's like an ECW. Like, how good are ECW doing the ECW thing? And I felt like this kind of gave you everything you wanted.
Yeah, they did a great ECW show. As far as shows in the world, it's an average.
Seen better.
Yeah. Seen worse, seen better.
I think if they had like a hotter world title match, I think that would have added a lot. But
yeah, it was interesting because like obviously I don't know any of the build up to this event at all, but it definitely felt like none of the titles mattered.
Yeah.
Like people held them and they had them to have them, but like the tag team titles felt like they somewhat mattered. Like the Dudleys cared about the tag team titles, but like nobody else. And Shane Douglas cared about his, I guess, but it didn't feel like the crowd or the company cared about it.
Just it was thrown in the middle of the show too.
Yeah,
so.
And then the TV title with Taz didn't even really get an official match. It was just a run it and beat up, leave.
Normally there'll be at least a good Taz match on the card, and we didn't really get that here. The TV title, I would probably hold in higher regard than the world title at this point.
Yeah.
Taz is a great champion, and the tag titles have always been as far as what I've seen, the tag titles have always been like the main title seemingly for whatever reason. So
ECW I feel like is known a lot more for tag matches than just singles bouts.
Yeah. When like Public Enemy was there, and then the Gangsters were big, the Eliminators were big. Now the Dudleys, of course. So good stuff. Well, is there anything that we missed? Any other notes on As Good as It Gets? 97.
I mean, I got the very bare bones version of it, so I think we've covered everything.
I think you pretty much got you got the gist. Different audio behind some of the things, but go check out that Shane Douglas promo, I guess, if you want to hear some.
I'm intrigued because also Francine said something during the match, and they bleeped the whole thing out. And I was trying to read her lips, and it didn't sound like she said anything crazy, but I also don't know.
It could have just been audio cut out or whatever.
And then it just bleeped it to make it cooler.
Maybe she said the N-word. Who knows? But allegedly, who knows? But where you're not going to go hear that. It's from you, sir. Appreciate you. Well, maybe not. I don't know you. Appreciate you coming on, talking some more wrestling. Always a hoot. Where can everybody find your beautiful face, listen to your beautiful voice, and taste your beautiful chest hair?
You can find me at Blackhawk Walker on every social media platform, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all of them. I also have a weekly show with Body Slam on Fridays at 7 Eastern, called Tour of Japan. Me and Max, we cover New Japan, Noah, Marigold, and Stardom. So if you want to find me, you can find me at any of those places.
Hell yeah. Is that kind of where you stick to nowadays, like Japanese wrestling?
Yeah, pretty much. Not to get into the weeds of it, but I've kind of given up on WWE recently. Pretty much post WrestleMania. So I kind of wanted to find a new niche and fell in love with Pro Wrestling Noah. So in talking with Max, who also does stuff with Body Slam, he loves New Japan. He's been a huge New Japan fan a majority of his life. And so we decided, why not do a show about it weekly?
Hell yeah. I mean, so maybe I need to hop on that train. I mean, I got a lot of ECW to watch, so I don't know if I can make the time.
Yeah, seeing what you've been putting out, you might not have the time.
I gotta do a whole
You got a lot.
Surfer Sandman retrospective. A lot of irons in the fire, you know what I mean? Once again, thank you to Blackhawk Walker for joining the program today. It's always a hoot having that boy on. Go check him out on YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. All of his info will be in the description below. He does a lot of great work for bodyslam.net and elsewhere. So go check him out. And hey, you know what we gotta do is hit that goddamn jingle, Bartholomew. WCW, ECW, WWF, who's the hardest promotion? Eric or Vince or Paulie? I think we can agree, though. Heck, Myers is the shit. Alrighty then. The hardest promotion battle of 1997. As of right now, the score. WCW is in the lead with 29 points. ECW in second with 25. WWF in last with a measly 4 points, but things can change very quickly, as we have seen in the past. If you're watching on YouTube, I will be sharing my screen so you can follow along visually. But if you're listening on audio, I will walk you through it as well with my tones coming out of my mouth. So first thing we do, before anything else, is grade this show from a scale of 0 to 100. As we mentioned at the end of the episode there, 72, I think is what old BW said. And I'm inclined to think, yes, somewhere in there. 72. Born to be Wired got a 73. Was this better or worse? I don't think it was as good as Born to be Wired. So I think 70, maybe like 71, maybe. I think 71 feels good. Let's type it out. Let's see how it feels. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sounds good to me. So we'll refresh this table here. And we look at each promotion and what their average grade is this year so far. Coming into this, ECW is in the lead. And coming out of this, ECW still in the lead with the highest average score of 73.14. My goodness. So no change in the score in that regard. So ECW maintains those 15 points for having the best average pay-per-view / special event grade. Now, best TV. This is 15 points. Who has the best TV right now? Now, ECW, the past couple weeks, they've had some pretty good TV. A lot of the times, though, it is reruns. It is kind of like, in this case, like, as good as it gets. Like, they just kind of pretty much show it over the next few weeks on TV. So it's kind of hard to grade that against, like, a Nitro or a Raw, considering that's all unique content. So I don't think ECW is going to take that. Currently, we're tracking WCW as the best, and I'm inclined. Now, I think it'll stay WCW for now, but WWF starting to get pretty good. Steve Austin, I think it is it after this? It's like a week after this, maybe. Steve Austin stuns Mr. McMahon, which signifies a dawning of a new era, some may say. But I think over the course of 97, Nitro has been way more consistent. So we'll leave WCW as the best TV so far. So they keep those 15 points. Best in-ring product. So bell to bell, who's doing the best? We're tracking WCW as the best, and I'm inclined to leave it that way. As I've mentioned in previous episodes, I think they just have a better, more well-rounded product in terms of in-ring wrestling between the cruiserweights, the meathead tag teams, the big, spectacles like Hogan and Macho and Lex. Some really solid stuff with like Dean Malenko and Jeff Jarrett, all the Horsemen stuff, Benoit, Eddie. Yeah, WCW, the more I even talk about it, it's not even particularly close. WWF, they got a few good eggs in there, but ultimately it's more character-driven stuff that I think is their forte at this moment in time. So WCW keeps best in ring, so they keep those 10 points. Best out of ring. So we're talking characters, storylines, feuds, what have you, promos. We're tracking also WCW. So as of right now, we have WCW as the best TV, the best in-ring, and the best out of ring, which is why they're in the lead right now. But do we keep them as best out of ring? This is another one. I think as we close out this year, I think there's going to be a lot of flux here. Because like I mentioned, Austin is red hot. We got the Kane and Undertaker stuff on the horizon. There's other good stuff in WWF like Mankind, the Bret Hart stuff, DX. Man, do we change this now? Because WCW, they got some good stuff. The Mr. Perfect turn on Ric Flair is pretty sick. NWO, it's kind of like it's still super over, right? It's just I don't know. It's just not like I don't know. Like when I look at the nuts and bolts of what they're doing, it's more of just like the vibes. You know what I mean? It's like the vibes of an NWO, especially for the time. It was such a contrast to what they were getting before. So I get why people were into it. But in my heart of hearts, I'm wondering if WWF has a better collection of stories. ECW, I still think ECW has the depth of stories. The promos have been kind of lacking too, as we talked about with Pitbulls and RVD. Not great performances on this show. Do we switch this to WWF best out of ring? I think we might. But again, this is it's not like a this moment in time thing. It's like all of 97 up to now, if that makes sense. Like at this moment in time, I think WWF is doing better. But over the course of 97, I think WCW still holds this. So you know what? We're going to leave it as WCW for now. But that'll be definitely something to come back to at a future date, because I think by the end of the year, it's going to be a very close race. So no changes yet. Now we're going to move on to the best section. Best match of the year. Bret vs. Austin, WrestleMania. Nothing since then has been better. Nothing on this show. Phil Fon versus Shane Douglas was not better than that. Hack Myers, Balls Mahoney. Yeah, nothing. I think we'll leave it as Bret and Austin for now. Wrestler of the year, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So this is in ring, out of ring, all that stuff. And again, I bring it back to it's between Steve Austin, DDP, Taz. You could throw in like a Dean Malenko in there. You could throw Rey Mysterio in there. Well, no, not really. I don't know, maybe a Shane Douglas. I'm trying to conjure up other names, and it could be Taker. Taker's had a solid year. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Lex Luger has been fine. I think Austin has just had a more consistent year, and the fact that he's still so hot while unable to wrestle, I think that just adds to it. That just adds to how sick he is. So we'll leave him here for now. Best character / storyline. Now, it gets a little blurry. Like, there's a best wrestler, and then there's a best character / storyline. The question is, can they be one and the same? Like, can I put Stone Cold here? I don't think I will. Taz is an idol right now, I will say. He's just kind of a champion, which is cool. But at a certain point, it's like, is he the best of the year? He's a badass. I love the presentation. It's very unique. I can't say he's had a lot of great matches, but that's not really what this is, right? It's character / storyline. What other stories are going on right now? We could do like the Horseman drama. You can can do? You can do, I guess, like Fonzie versus fucking Dreamer and whatever the hell. I don't know. It's all ECW's all a little muddy. There's not a lot of feuds or stories that are really sticking out to me from ECW. I think we're gonna leave this as Taz for now. Character / storyline. WWF though, it's again, we're like right on the precipice of a lot of wacky stuff from WWF. So again, I think Taz holds on to this for now, but I think he's losing grip. He's losing grip. He might not let go, but we'll see. We'll see. Best segment of the year, we are tracking Jerry Lawler's debut at WrestlePalooza. Austin Stunning McMahon. Again, I don't know if that's exactly happened. I have watched it. Like, when I watched the TV, in preparation for these shows, I have watched that show. I actually talked about it with Mr. Fretz on the Fretzelmania podcast. If you're interested, go check that out. Is one of his latest episodes. We talked about that Raw from Madison Square Garden. Crazy moment. Austin Stunning McMahon. Lawler debuting at WrestlePalooza. If you haven't listened to that episode, I highly suggest you do. WrestlePalooza 97. It was just so significant for so many reasons, and the crowd was so rabid. That was just a moment of like wrestling hitting exactly as it's supposed to hit from an emotional perspective. So surreal too to see Jerry Lawler in the ECW arena. We'll leave it there. I think that still holds it. So no changes yet, but let's move on to the worst section. Worst match of the year. Undertaker versus Sid at WrestleMania 13. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep, we're going to leave it there. Worst wrestler of the year, Prince Iaukea. Yeah. I can't think of anybody else. Worst character / storyline. Honky Tonk, Billy Gunn, Jesse James. Yep. Again, I've said it before, the Rockabilly Jesse James stuff, like that portion of this was pretty short, but the Honky Tonk buildup was pretty long. Yeah, we'll leave it there. And the worst segment of the year, Miss NWO. Yes, we're going to leave it there for now, but we got a certain interview with Melanie Pillman coming up that I think I'm going to wait till we get there, but that's something that could potentially knock this out. But we'll just have to wait and see. I say that now, but maybe I'll have a different opinion when it comes, because I haven't watched it yet. I've watched it before. It's been a while. But we'll see. Maybe it was more tasteful than I remember. Perhaps. But yeah, that's it. So no changes to the score. We've held pretty firm on these criteria for a while now, for a couple months, it seems like. But the whole industry is hot right now. There's not a lot of bad, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to talk about too. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, talking about a little ECW and whatnot and what have you. And I think that's all Daddy has for you guys today. Appreciate you all tuning in, strapping on, taking your shirts off, rubbing those little nipples together. Together? Can you make your nipples touch? Maybe the ladies can, but I can't. Maybe I need to work on that. Well, I think the wife's home. So I'm going to head out. Love ya. Smooches. Mwah.
Yeah.
I'm hard.
It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what hard is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it. Let's get it started. It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Sweep you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it.